Welcome back. This video could change your life. Money bag. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of Jefferson nickel values, their iconic design, hidden stories, and rare treasures that most people completely overlook. In this video, we're revealing the top 3 most valuable, expensive, and ultra-rare Jefferson nickels ever found in the United States. These coins include 1963 Jefferson nickel, no mint mark. 1976 Jefferson nickel, no mint mark. 1999 Jefferson nickel, P mint mark. At first glance, these coins seem ordinary. Many appear dirty, worn, or discolored, with natural copper-nickel tones ranging from silver gray to dark brown. Most people would never imagine these coins could be worth thousands of dollars, or in rare cases, even millions in today's collector's market. Warning: here's the shocking truth. These seemingly everyday coins hold hidden value because of rare minting errors, survival scarcity, and collector demand. Investors and numismatists are willing to pay insane prices for coins in the right condition. Before you spend that old nickel, stick around. Because you might be holding a small fortune in your hands. Backhand index pointing right. Let's start with coin #1. 1963 Jefferson nickel, no mint mark. The 1963 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark is one of those coins that has quietly passed through millions of hands, appearing ordinary to the casual eye, yet holding a hidden story that can astonish collectors and investors alike. At first glance, it seems like just another nickel, worn and discolored from decades of use, with a muted copper-nickel tone that blends into countless other coins. But coins are never truly ordinary. They carry the history of their era, the subtle fingerprints of their creation, and the rare moments when the mint's decisions accidentally created something extraordinary. The year 1963 itself is a fascinating chapter in American coinage. The nation was in the midst of rapid social and economic change, and the U.S. Mint was producing billions of coins to meet everyday demand. Most of these coins were struck for circulation, not for collectors, meaning perfection was not the goal. As a result, most 1963 Jefferson nickels entered the economy immediately, enduring wear, scratches, and countless exchanges. Those that survived in pristine or semi-pristine condition are remarkably rare, creating the foundation for their extraordinary potential value today. One of the first things collectors notice about the 1963 Jefferson nickel is its subtle copper-nickel color variation. Over decades, exposure to the environment, handling, and storage conditions can create a range of shades, from the original silver gray to darker, reddish, or brown tones. To the untrained eye, this discoloration may seem like damage, but experienced numismatists recognize it as a sign of originality. A naturally aged coin, untouched by harsh cleaning or chemical treatments, often carries more authenticity and value than one that appears superficially shiny. What elevates this coin from ordinary to exceptional is survival rarity combined with historical context. Millions were produced, but very few remained in excellent condition after decades of circulation. The crispness of Washington's portrait, the detail in the eagle's feathers on the reverse, and the overall integrity of the strike are what collectors and investors look for. When these features survive despite wear, the coin becomes a rare artifact of its time, and rarity is always the engine that drives value in numismatics. Collectors are drawn to the 1963 Jefferson nickel not only because of its potential monetary worth but because of the story it carries. Each coin that survived unscathed through decades of everyday use is a testament to endurance and luck. It represents a tangible connection to the early 1960s, a time when life moved at a slower pace and coins were a vital part of daily commerce. The more ordinary it looks, the more dramatic its potential is once its true value is recognized by those who understand the market. Investor psychology plays a huge role in driving demand for this coin. Many people dismiss mid-20th century nickels as common, which keeps the public from paying attention. However, savvy collectors know that scarcity is not just about mintage numbers, it's about how many coins actually survive in top condition. As awareness spreads, competition intensifies. When the right coin emerges, multiple buyers chase the same piece, which can dramatically inflate its market price. This is how a coin that was once thought to be everyday change can suddenly command thousands or even millions. The 1963 Jefferson nickel also teaches a critical lesson about patience and restraint. Many valuable coins are lost forever because they were cleaned improperly, spent impulsively, or sold without proper evaluation. Understanding the subtle indicators of quality, strike strength, natural toning, minimal wear, is what separates someone who discovers hidden treasure from someone who discards it unknowingly. Each detail, no matter how small, can be the difference between a few dollars and life-changing wealth. Historical significance adds another layer of fascination. This coin was created during a period of American history marked by tension, progress, and transformation. While it quietly circulated in wallets and cash registers, events unfolded across the nation that would shape decades to come. Holding a 1963 Jefferson nickel today is like holding a small piece of that era, a tangible relic that survived time, commerce, and countless hands. That history itself becomes part of its appeal, beyond even its monetary value. Stories of remarkable sales for coins like the 1963 Jefferson nickel are not fiction. Exceptional examples have commanded thousands of dollars at auctions, and the most pristine or uniquely toned specimens have attracted six-figure bids. These coins are highly sought after because they combine rarity, condition, and history. For collectors and investors willing to search, examine, and wait, one small nickel can represent an opportunity that most people overlook entirely. So before you spend that dark, seemingly ordinary 1963 Jefferson nickel, take a moment to consider its potential. What looks like pocket change could be a hidden fortune. Its power lies not in its metal, but in its survival, its history, and the rare chance that someone recognizes its value. For those who know what to look for, this coin is more than currency, it is a doorway to wealth, a piece of history, and a reminder that fortune often hides in the smallest, most overlooked places. Coin #2. 1976 Jefferson Nickel, no mint mark. The 1976 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark is one of those coins that quietly carries a hidden story, waiting for someone patient enough to recognize its true worth. At first glance, it appears ordinary, a simple copper nickel coin with George Washington's familiar portrait and a worn surface. Many would dismiss it as common change, yet those who understand coin history know that some of the most valuable coins are the ones that seem ordinary. This nickel is a survivor from a pivotal year in U.S. coinage, quietly circulating while hiding the potential to become a collector's dream. The year 1976 is especially notable because it was the United States bicentennial. The nation celebrated 200 years of independence, and special coins were minted alongside regular circulation issues. The Jefferson nickel from this year, particularly the ones with no mint mark, was produced in large quantities for everyday use, yet surprisingly few survived in high-quality condition. This scarcity, combined with the historical significance of the bicentennial era, is what gives the 1976 nickel its mystique and potential value. Most 1976 nickels were not preserved intentionally. They passed from hand to hand, pocket to pocket, vending machine to cash register, collecting scratches, dings, and discoloration along the way. The copper nickel composition naturally develops a range of color shades over time, from silver gray to darker brown or even reddish hues. While many casual observers see this as damage, experienced collectors view it as a sign of authenticity. Natural toning proves that a coin has survived decades untouched and tells a story that polished coins simply cannot convey. What truly distinguishes a potentially valuable 1976 nickel is the combination of survival rarity and condition. While millions were minted, most were worn beyond recognition. Coins that retain sharp detail in Washington's hair, the eagle's feathers, and the lettering on the reverse are exceptionally rare. These features, even if subtle, signal a coin that has endured time, circulation, and environmental exposure while maintaining much of its original strike. Collectors and investors prize such examples above all else. Collectors are fascinated by this coin because it embodies the unexpected. What looks ordinary may hold extraordinary potential. Every well-preserved 1976 nickel that survived decades of circulation represents a bridge to the past, a tangible piece of the bicentennial era. The value lies not only in its metal but in its story and the rarity of its survival. Even a slightly worn, darkened example can attract attention if it shows unusual characteristics, strong detail, or original toning. Investors are drawn to the 1976 Jefferson nickel for similar reasons. Many people overlook mid-20th century coins, assuming their value is negligible. However, scarcity and collector demand can make a remarkable difference. A nickel that survived with strong detail or unusual coloration can command hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on market interest. Awareness and patience are key because recognizing rarity before others see it is what creates opportunity in the coin market. The 1976 nickel also teaches a critical lesson about restraint. Many coins are lost forever due to improper cleaning, careless spending, or premature selling. A coin that has survived decades untouched may be worth much more than its face value, but only if the holder understands its potential. Careful handling, examination, and informed decision-making are essential for anyone who hopes to benefit from hidden coin value. From a historical perspective, this coin connects directly to the spirit of 1976. It circulated during a year when Americans celebrated independence and reflected on their nation's history. While most people were unaware of the subtle value in their pockets, this nickel quietly carried a story of survival, endurance, and unexpected opportunity. That historical context, combined with rarity and condition, makes it far more than a simple 5-cent piece. Stories of rare 1976 nickels achieving remarkable auction prices are not mere speculation. Exceptional examples have sold for thousands of dollars to collectors who recognize their significance. Some coins, particularly those with striking coloration or unique characteristics, have attracted even higher bids. The allure of discovering a coin that was hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone to recognize its worth, is what makes the 1976 Jefferson nickel so captivating. So before you spend that seemingly ordinary 1976 nickel, pause and consider its potential. What appears to be mere change could, in reality, be a hidden treasure. Its power lies not in the metal itself, but in the story it tells, the rarity it represents, and the chance for fortune that only a discerning collector or investor can recognize. The 1976 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark is a reminder that history and wealth can hide in the smallest, most overlooked places, waiting for the right person to find them. Coin #3. 1999 Jefferson nickel, P mint mark. The 1999 Jefferson nickel with a P mint mark is a coin that many people overlook, yet it holds a fascinating and potentially life-changing story for collectors and investors alike. At first glance, it looks like a regular nickel, its copper-nickel surface worn and slightly discolored from years of circulation. Most casual observers would toss it into a jar or spend it without a second thought. However, hidden beneath its ordinary appearance lies a combination of rarity, historical significance, and collector demand that makes this seemingly common coin exceptionally valuable. The year 1999 marked the final years of the 20th century, a period when the U.S. Mint was producing billions of coins to meet everyday circulation needs. Unlike earlier decades, the focus was not on creating collectors' coins for long-term preservation, but on ensuring that coins were plentiful and functional. This means most 1999 P. Jefferson nickels were used daily, passing through countless hands, subjected to scratches, dirt, and environmental wear. Despite this, a small fraction survived in outstanding condition, and these survivors are the ones that have captured the attention of the numismatic world. One of the most striking aspects of this coin is its coloration. Over time, exposure to air, moisture, and handling can cause the nickel to develop a wide range of natural shades, from silver gray to dark brown or even reddish tones. Many people perceive these variations as damage, but experienced collectors know that natural toning can indicate authenticity and originality. Coins that maintain their original surfaces without cleaning often carry higher value because they show how the coin truly aged over time. The 1999 P. Jefferson nickel is particularly intriguing because of survival rarity. Millions were struck, but the number that remained in high-grade condition is relatively small. A nickel that preserves sharp details in George Washington's profile, the lettering, and the eagle on the reverse stands out dramatically from the millions of worn, circulated coins. It is these features, strike quality, surface integrity, and subtle detail, that transform an ordinary coin into a coveted collector's item. Collectors are drawn to this coin not just for its monetary value, but for the story it represents. Each well-preserved 1999 nickel survived decades of circulation, often without anyone realizing its potential. It serves as a tangible connection to the late 1990s, reflecting a moment in American history when everyday life included simple coin transactions that now seem historic. The rarity and history combined make even a slightly worn example interesting to investors who understand the long-term significance of surviving coins. Investor psychology plays a critical role in the value of this coin. Many assume modern-era nickels cannot be valuable, which keeps the broader public from paying attention. However, rarity and condition are often more important than age or metal composition. A high-grade 1999 nickel with natural toning or subtle minting anomalies can command a price far above its face value, attracting collectors willing to pay hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The hidden opportunity lies in recognizing the coin's potential before others do. The 1999 nickel also illustrates the importance of patience and restraint. Many coins are lost to careless handling, improper cleaning, or impulsive spending. The few that survive in excellent condition often do so because they were unnoticed or undervalued for years. Knowing what to look for, the sharpness of detail, the natural toning, the original surfaces, is what allows a collector or investor to identify a coin with extraordinary potential. From a historical perspective, the 1999 Jefferson nickel captures the end of a century. While the world was rapidly changing at the turn of the millennium, this coin quietly circulated in the background, witnessing everyday life, commerce, and transactions without fanfare. Its existence today connects collectors to that era, providing not just financial potential but also a tangible piece of history that is increasingly rare and sought after. Stories of exceptional 1999 Jefferson nickels achieving remarkable auction results are real. Rare, high-grade examples with strong detail or unusual coloration have sold for substantial sums, sometimes reaching prices that astonish even experienced collectors. This potential transforms a coin that seems mundane into a true hidden treasure. Those who recognize its significance early can benefit immensely, sometimes in ways that feel almost unbelievable. So before you spend that ordinary-looking 1999 Jefferson nickel, pause and consider its story. What seems like simple change could be a hidden fortune, waiting for someone patient and knowledgeable enough to recognize it. Its value lies not just in metal or age, but in its rarity, history, and the chance to uncover a hidden treasure that has survived decades in everyday circulation. The 1999 Jefferson nickel is a reminder that sometimes, the smallest, most overlooked items can hold the power to change your fortune overnight.